Bismillah Rahman Rahim. I welcome you all to ISPR. I'll be giving you a opening statement and a brief presentation on the ongoing situation. I am joined here with my colleagues from Pakistan Air Force, AVM Aurangzeb, and Admiral Rab Nawaz from Pakistan Navy. And after I am done with my part, then AVM Aurangzeb will give you briefly the air picture, and then we will take your question and answers. I'll give you first a rundown of briefly our understanding of the Pahalgam incident. If you see that the location of the site, that the Pahalgam, it is from the tip of the Badori Bulge. The core distance is 108 kilometers and the ground distance is more than 200 kilometers. This is in context to the allegation that it was the terrorists, the people who were the perpetrators, they came across from the Pakistani side. So I just want to tell you that how deep inside the illegally occupied in Jammu and Kashmir this location of the site. If you see the map, the area, it is quite a hilly terrain. If you can show the terrain and open this slide. So if you see this, it's quite a hilly terrain. And the place where it happened, it's about 5.3 kilometers from the roadhead, another 1 to 2 kilometers from the police station. And this is either jeepable or on horseback that the people reach over there. So if you go to the next slide, you will see the first investigation report. It says that the incident culminated at about 14:20 hours, and the FIR has been filed at 14:30 hours. So after the incident finished, within 10 minutes, the police was there. It went there, it investigated, it went back, and then it filed the first investigation report. And the distance of travel is, one side is around about 30 minutes. So I don't think that it's humanly possible to do that. And if you see the contents of the FIR, the relevant part, we have highlighted it for you, it says that the people, the handlers were across the border. So they, within this 10 minutes, they concluded and they found out in the investigation that whoever did it, from where he was being handled, it says there were indiscriminate firing, and so that is what it's trying to say. So this is all. Once we say that we have not seen any shred of evidence that how this evidence has been produced. So in this evidence there are so many holes and leaks that there is a lot of red flags and questions. That how within 10 minutes they were able to find that. You will see that within at 3 o'clock, around about 3 o'clock, 3:05, the social media handles in India started saying that it was the Pakistan attacked Pahalgam. So they were absolutely sure that what happened. Where is that evidence? We are till now today saying that okay, you knew at 3 o'clock that Pakistan attacked Pahalgam. Where is it? From where it's coming? Their TV channels started saying it. Please run this clip of the TV channel.
Well, telltale signs of Pakistan's involvement is now emerging behind the Pahalgam terror attack.
So this confirmation is clear now that there were Pakistani terrorists.
Pakistan is not willing to digest that so much improvement has taken place in Jammu and Kashmir.
So the point is to be noted is that at 3:30, it was Pakistan everywhere. Why it's important to say it again and again and even today is that this is the basis, the very flimsy basis, the very concocted basis on which today we are seeing the military situation that is going on right now. On the basis of which the innocent children, women, elderly and civilians are being killed. This is that basis. Now, if you go ahead, what is the people of the valley in Kashmir, what is the people all across India saying about it? What was they saying and what are they still saying of that incident, of those accusations, on the basis of which we are sitting over here, and from the night of the 6th, 7th May, you are seeing this blatant aggression that has taken place from India. What is the reality of that? Please run the first clip.
10 लाख से ज्यादा यहाँ पर आर्मी है। अगर यहाँ पर पोस्ट कोई शेयर करेगा ना, उसको रात में ही उठा लेंगे। अगर कोई पोस्ट गलत करेगा कोई शेयर, अगर यहाँ पर इतना फौज है, वो क्या करे, वो जख मारे। वहाँ पर 200 बंदे थे, तब वहाँ पर क्यों नहीं आर्मी थी, क्यों नहीं थी, वो कहाँ गई?
पहलगाम की जिम्मेदारी किसकी है? जिम्मेदारी तो सरकार ने लेनी चाहिए। पहलगाम की जिम्मेदारी, 27 लोगों की जान गई, वहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी क्यों नहीं थी, क्यों निकाली गई? तो तुम्हारा इंटेलिजेंस क्या कर रहा था? वो फेल्योर नहीं है, ये सरकार का फेल्योर नहीं है। ये प्लान करके मत करो।
सरकार तो गई हुई है, मतलब इतना बड़ा
Son of a victim.
हमला हुआ, उन्हें कुछ पता ही नहीं है। इधर पूरी नीचे पूरे आर्मी का बेस है, उन्हें पता ही नहीं है।
चक्के नाकों पर आप हर जगह आपको मिलिट्री दिखेगी, पुलिस दिखेगी, सीआरपीएफ दिखेगी। किस लिए? बॉर्डर पे हैं तो कहां से आए? जहां तक पहुंचे हैं तो वापस कहां गए? इस तरीके से किया गया रिटेलिएशन नहीं हो सकता है।
अगर 7 लाख से 12 लाख के आसपास यहाँ सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेज है, उसके बावजूद इनको ये पता नहीं इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर।
3 टायर सिक्योरिटी रहते हुए भी एक ऐसा लैब्स हुआ और ये सिक्योरिटी लैब्स है।
What happened to our intelligence? Have we failed somewhere? And if we have, why have we failed?
इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर है, सिक्योरिटी फेलियर है। यहाँ 7 लाख फौजी हैं जमा कश्मीर में, एक छोटा सा इलाका है, 7 लाख फौज है, वो कहाँ है?
वहाँ पे गाड़ी नहीं जा रही है, पैदल इंसान जा रहा है। सिक्योरिटी इतनी है कि वहाँ से कहाँ से टेररिस्ट कहाँ से आ गए? कहीं ना कहीं इनकी एजेंसी अटैक करवाती है।
Now, listen to what the other people all across India say.
ये पुलवामा 2 है। पुलवामा 1 में कोई उत्तर नहीं मिला देशवासियों। ये संयोग नहीं है, प्रयोग है। पूरी देश की जनता, मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ, पूरी देश की जनता, देखिए काफी लोगों को ये नहीं पता है कि पहलगांव कहाँ है, चंदनवाड़ी कहाँ है, बिष्णु टॉप कहाँ है, गणेश टॉप कहाँ है, शेषनाग कहाँ है, अमरनाथ क्या है।
आज 3 दिन हो गए हैं, अभी तक एक भी इस्तीफा क्यों नहीं आया, या कोई भी किसी ने भी अकाउंटेबिलिटी क्यों नहीं लिया? आप क्या सरकार और क्या डिफेंस और क्या आप होम मिनिस्ट्री चला रहे हैं? आपसे अभी तक वो आतंकवादी पकड़े तक नहीं गए हैं। बेवकूफ नहीं है हम लोगों को सब समझ आता है।
कोई इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर नहीं था, इंटेलिजेंस इनपुट्स होने के बावजूद अटैक हो गए।
ये घटना घटी है, इससे लाभ किसको हो रहा है? कहाँ ढूंढते फिरोगे भाई? चोर तो आपके बीच में यही घूम रहा हो। क्या कोई कश्मीर के लोग अपने यहाँ पे घटना करके आबाद होंगे?
The wife of the naval officer killed in this attack. That for 90 minutes he kept on bleeding and no one was there.
हमारे घर में कोई घटना होती है तो हम सबसे पहले किसको पकड़ेंगे? सबसे पहले तो चौकीदार को पकड़ेंगे ना, कि तुम कहाँ थे, क्यों ये घटना हो गई तुम्हारे रहते हुए।
कश्मीर में सिचुएशन स्टेबल नहीं है, कश्मीर में कुछ भी ठीक नहीं है। वो जो आप चुप देख रहे हो ना, इसका मतलब ये चुप नहीं है, ये किसी आने वाली चीज की आहट होने वाली है। जैसे एक साइलेंस होता है ना कुछ होने से पहले, कश्मीर अभी उसी ट्रिगर पर है।
देश में अब तक के सारे बड़े आतंकी हमले भाजपा की सरकार में हुए हैं, और भाजपा की सरकार आते ही देश और देशवासी सभी खतरे में आ जाते हैं। पहलगाम हमले के बाद से ही सरकारी कवियों ने पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ मोर्चा खोल दिया है और वीर रस की कविताएं पढ़ना शुरू कर दी।
They are all Indians.
देश के गृह मंत्री ने
This is Indian public.
क्यों नहीं लिखा? और प्रधानमंत्री को हमले के तुरंत बाद आतंकियों को धमकाने के लिए बिहार में रैली करने की क्या जरूरत पड़ गई?
जम्मू कश्मीर के पहलगाम के निकट मिनी स्विट्जरलैंड कहे जाने वाले बेस्टर्न घाटी में आतंकी हमला हुआ। डॉक्टर राहत इंदौरी साहब की पंक्तियां हैं, सरहद पर बहुत तनाव है क्या, कुछ पता तो करो, चुनाव है क्या।
Why it's important that we recall this? It's because of these questions, these very valid questions, this criticism that is coming from inside India, to divert attention from that, because they don't have any answers to this. What they do? They attack Pakistan, so that the whole attention of their domestic public, all this criticism is diverted to something else. And as we will see, as you must have seen, that before doing that, they gag the complete media. They ban the thousands of Twitter handles and social media sites. They ban all sort of digital media that is operating inside Pakistan so that their public only listens to what they are telling them. You don't have any answers to why it happened, how it happened, who did it. You don't have any evidence. So what you do, you open up the military front. Is it the first time that India is doing this? That creating or using a terror incident for political purpose, for domestic political objectives? No, there is a history to it. Let's recall this incident that happened in 2000, quarter of a century ago, in Chatti Singhpura. Listen to the general officer commanding there at that time. Listen to a general of the Indian Army telling you the truth of that incident.
And we was guilty there, Captain Turk. They were misused. ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਪੂਰੀ ਪਲਾਨ ਬਣਾਈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਯੂਨੀਫਾਰਮ ਚ ਆਉਣਾ ਰਫੜਾ ਟੰਗ ਦੇਣੀਆਂ ਦਰਖਤਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਖੇਲਣ ਖੋਲਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਏ CID ਪੂਰੀ ਕੱਢ ਲਈ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਪਿੰਡ ਇਸ ਪਿੰਡ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਕਿਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਸੌਂਦੇ ਕਿਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਆ ਕਰਦੇ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਹੈ ਕੌਣ ਚੌਧ ਮੇਲਸ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਨੇ ਹਥਿਆਰ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਨੇ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਕੱਢ ਲਿਆ ਐਂਡ ਦੈਨ one night they came ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ चेकिंग के लिए निकलाओ बाहर आओ सारे आओ मेल सारे बाहर आ जाओ वो लाइन अप कर लेते सी पहले उदा ही करते रहे फ्रेंडली लाइन अप उन्होंने कॉन्फिडेंस देता फिर फैसला किया अद्धी एक दिन आ गए 10 बजे रात को निकलो बाहर गुरुद्वारे को लाइन अप करे ताकि भज जान पिंड छड़ के
तो कोई आर्मी वालों कोई एक्शन या तो कोई
वी गेव द फुल रिपोर्ट we said army was involved. Clinton kicked up a row. Due to me, a lot of lives have been lost. I want to know exactly what happened. The other human rights organization, United Nations, sent. And we sent them the report. क्या होया? They knew. Americans knew.
तो the पीछे कोई उस killing के पीछे political reasons भी थे?
No. Only this. They exposed the BJP government and BJP government wanted to tell Clinton J&K की हो रहा पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ प्रोपेगेंडा करना सी कि देखो पाकिस्तान की कर रहा है पाकिस्तान ने साढ़े सिख लाइन अप करके मारते
So basically BJP planted this
to impress Clinton to help India against Pakistan. तुसी मान नहीं सकते वो तो बाद जब ये रौला पिया फिर अडवाणी ने फिर ऑर्डर दिता कि देखो जल्दी से कुछ करो जिससे कन्विंस हो जाए भाई इन्होंने किया था ये वो पकड़ लो किसी को इन्होंने 5 इनोसेंट बंदे कश्मीरी पहाड़ के ऊपर जाके मारते जी दे वर इनोसेंट बॉयज
So once we question what they are saying now, there is a history to it of killing innocent people for their political objectives, pinning blame on Pakistan, covering it up by further killing innocent Kashmiris and Muslims and posing them as terrorists. Go to the next slide and listen to the truth of Pulwama by the governor of Kashmir at that time, the Indian Kashmir at that time.
पुलवामा की शहादत को याद रखो और अब हम बालाकोट करेंगे ये करेंगे वो करेंगे तो उसको इलेक्शन के लिए यूज़ करना चाहते थे कि ये पाकिस्तान ने किया हमारे जवान मारे और अब हम हराएंगे कि अब ये सारा ओनस पाकिस्तान की तरफ जाना है तो चुप रहिए
मतलब ये एक तरह की सरकार की चालू पॉलिसी थी कि ब्लेम पाकिस्तान
एग्जैक्टली
एंड वी विल गेट क्रेडिट एंड इट विल हेल्प आवर इलेक्शन
एग्जैक्टली
So what's happening now? Is it something different? It's the same playbook. That is why we say that this drama of this mantra of cross-border terrorism from Pakistan, of these jihadi organizations supported by Pakistan, this concocted allegations, and then basis of that, you start going into military posturing and military action. This must stop now. And that is why the government of Pakistan very rightly said that if you have any evidence, put it front to an independent, neutral commission and let them examine it. Nobody gives you the authority to become the judge, jury and executioner. And that's what exactly India is doing right now. What Indians started doing, because this has also a linkage of that hubristic, that aggressive mindset that you see right now at play in Indo-Pakistan, in South Asia and in the world right now by the India. What they started doing it, that they started crushing the people of Kashmir and the Muslims and the minorities over there. This is, just listen to the Kashmiris, what is happening to them.
इंडिया वाले हैं, मैं कहती हूँ इनको तो इनके सीनों में दिल है ही नहीं ना। इनके सीनों में अगर दिल होता ना तो ये कुछ ना करते। इतना अरसा उन्होंने कैद में रख के तो आखिर में जब उनका फैसला होना था तो उन्होंने उनको एनकाउंटर कर दिया और इन्होंने हमें उनकी ना डेड बॉडी दी। पाला पीठा हुआ।
What we are telling you over here, that this is what they do. Kashmiris, people who inadvertently crossed line of control, on different pretexts, they hold these Pakistanis, these Kashmiris, in different prisons, in locations, and then torture them, then kill them, and then pose them as infiltrators, as terrorists. This is the story of a minor boy who crossed into Kashmir years ago. They kept him in jail, then killed him in a fake encounter. And this is the family of that child who is telling the story. This is how they frame and concoct evidence for these so-called acts.
इधर ही बाहर ही खेलता था। माँ ने बहुत मुश्किल दिन गुजारे हैं। उनकी आँख नजर भी चली गई थी रो रो के। तो बस जब कोई इधर कोई आता था उनको मिलने के लिए, कहते हैं ज़िया मुस्तफ़ा की कोई खबर है नहीं है। हम यही कहते थे कि वो आएगा, इंशाल्लाह ज़रूर आएगा। कहती थी कि मैं देख के मर जाऊँ तो फिर कोई अफसोस नहीं है।
मेरी वालिदा मोहतरमा उसके इंतज़ार में वो वफात पा गई और इसी तरह से हमारे बड़े भाई, दो बड़े भाई फौत हुए उसके इंतज़ार में। हमारा वो प्यारा बच्चा वो इस तरह से मार दिया, जेल से बाहर निकाल के ऐसे फर्जी नाम दे के कि उसको पता नहीं कौन सी जंगलात का पता था। उसको क्या पता था जालिमो तुम्हारे वो जेल में है, जेल से कैसे कोई बंदा रब्ता कर सकता है।
This boy, in October 2013, this minor was taken into Indian custody and they killed him in October 21 on the charges of being a terrorist. What they did after Pahalgam, opened up the same playbook. So this is on 24th of April, 2 days after Pahalgam, we saw that the Indian media reported a fake encounter that two terrorists from the Pakistani side, they were infiltrating and they were killed. Look at their bodies, these so-called terrorists. They are two citizens, more than 50 years old, from a divided village, two Pakistani citizens from the Pakistani side of Kashmir. Clean shoes, shining moccasins, pistol, and a planted gun, and a planted pistol. And these are the terrorists that are going across in an area which is a border which is infested with military forces all over. And once the media went to their village and to ask the truth, listen to what the villagers tell about it.
आसानियाँ हो गया है। ये दो हमारे बुजुर्ग भाई ये सदियों से यहाँ रह रहे हैं, इनका बाप दादा यहाँ का रहने वाला है। आलूसी के करीब ये गांव है, कहीं मालूम पहुंची गुम हो जाता है। आलूसी के करीब उनको ढूंढने के लिए गए, इंडिया आर्मी ने शहीद कर दिए। वो मार के कहते हैं कि ये दहशतगर्द है और दहशतगर्द ये नहीं है। हमारे दो भाई इंडियन आर्मी ने इनको शहीद कर दिया है। वो गाँव के ज़ईफ़ुल उम्र थे, तकरीबन उनकी 50-60 साल उम्र थी और उन्होंने रिपोर्ट में डाल दिया कि ये पाकिस्तान के दहशतगर्द थे। दहशतगर्द नहीं थे, वो ज़ईफ़ुल उम्र थे। एक का नाम मलिक फारूक और दूसरे का नाम मोहम्मद नंबरदार। जो कोई दहशतगर्दी में नहीं पाए जाते हैं कि अरसा दराज से यहाँ रहते हैं। इंडियन आर्मी ने फायर करके उनको हलाक कर दिया। मेरे दो भाई अपना माल मवेशी ढूंढने के लिए एलओसी लाइन के करीब गए तो इंडियन आर्मी वालों ने फायर करके दोनों को शहीद कर दिया।
The CNN team went to this village a few days ago and they went to the same village and what he found about the reality.
Elderly children and women are incredibly scared. He says, we want to take our livestock out to pasture, but the Indians are right there in front of us, and we're very concerned. Their fears may be well-founded. This 17-year-old says Indian troops killed his father, Malik Farouk. He had gone to the line of control to chase our cattle, he says. The Indians shot him and accused him of being a terrorist. He is not. He is a good man. The day after the massacre in Indian-administered Kashmir, the Indian government announced it had foiled a terror plot, killing 2 Pakistanis. Malik's brother denies the allegations too, says he was just a herder like me, believes India wants their land, before breaking down in tears.
It's okay.
India's done a great cruelty to us, he says. If they want me to leave, put a bullet in my head. That's the only way I'll go.
What I want to bring to your notice is this: you as independent journalists, please go and find the facts. These are the facts. You pick innocent people, you murder them, the army sits and tells them these are terrorists. They do it on daily basis. That are these the terrorists that the Pakistan is sending across? They are innocent people. And on basis of that, you ratchet up concocted lies, a story, and you put it out in the media, in international media. You blame Pakistan. You don't provide any evidence, and then you say we will attack. This is exactly what they have done. Okay, that this terror plot was made by this and this. These are the mosques, and you attack mosques, the places of worship, right under the eyes of the international community. The fact of the matter is, yes, there is terrorism. There is terrorism that's happening in Pakistan on daily basis. And who is sponsoring it? It's India. I'll give you the facts of this Indian sponsored and abetted terrorism in Pakistan. First, listen to what their leaders, their political and military leaders themselves say. What the evidence which is available publicly, what it tells us.
Pakistan's vulnerability is many times higher than of India. Once they know that India has shifted its gear from the defensive mode to defensive offense, they will find that it is unaffordable for them. You can do one Mumbai, you may lose Balochistan.
प्रधानमंत्री जी का लाल किले से बयान अपने आप में पहला है और मुझे बड़ी खुशी हुई इस बयान को सुनकर।
इस फोन में बुक्ति, मरी, मैंगल, कौन से सरदार का नंबर चाहिए मुझे बोलो, मैं दूंगा बलोचिस्तान में। अगर हम पाकिस्तान के अंदर उनकी जो इंसरेक्शनिस्ट मूवमेंट्स हैं उनके अंदर थोड़ा बढ़ावा देते हैं, तेल फेंकते हैं, हमें वो करना चाहिए।
उन्होंने बलूची को दबा के गुलाम बना के रखे, तो उनको मुक्त करना है। The aims and the targets of
Kulbhushan Yadav, serving naval officer of India, doing terrorism, supporting terrorism in Pakistan.
Any kinds of requirements of them are conveyed back to the raw officials.
The terrorist leaders who surrendered, they are telling that how India supports them, how India sponsors terrorism in Balochistan.
अपनी ऐश वशरत की जिंदगी गुजार रहे थे, आम मासूम बलोचों को मरवा रहे हैं। इस तमाम साजिशों में खासकर इंडिया का हाथ है।
मेरा मुलाकात हमसाया मुल्क के इंटेलिजेंस वालों से हुआ। हम आपको सपोर्ट करेंगे रियासत पाकिस्तान को गैर मुस्तकिम होने के लिए।
कुछ महसूस करते बलोच को सिर्फ प्रेशर ग्रुप के तौर पर इस्तेमाल करना चाहते हैं, या मैं समझता हूँ कि इसका नुकसान सिर्फ बलोच कौम का हो रहा है। दुनिया की नजरें तो हैं इस पे, ऐसे तो कोई इनकार नहीं कर सकता।
This is open source. This is available to you. Everyone is listening and saying, and they are openly saying and jumping that we are going to do instructionist movement inside Balochistan. We will support them. We need to fund them. There are people who they were funded and they are telling yes, we were supported them. They have networks of people who take They train them, they supply them weapons. There are terror camps actually inside India who are supporting, who are fueling this terrorism which is going on in Pakistan. This is Aslam Achu, a known terrorist of the Indian-sponsored terrorist groups in Balochistan. He's lying in a bed in India once he got sick. This is the spokesperson of the Baloch Liberation Army. Once the Jafar Express, this horrendous terrorist act happened where innocent civilians were killed in the train. Where was he? He was being taken by the Indian media, and he's glorifying that act of a defunct, internationally recognized terrorist organization. Listen to him.
देखिए जैसे कि बहुत बड़े पैमाने का एक ऑपरेशन है, सैकड़ों यरगमाली है, फिर उसमें फौजी भी है। बलोच लिबरेशन आर्मी की मजीद ब्रिगेड इसको लीड कर रही है। उसके जो खसूसी दस्ते हैं, स्पेशल जो यूनिट्स है, एसक्यूओस है, फतेह स्क्वाड, जो महारत रखते हैं इन चीज़ों में, जंगी महारत उनके पास बहुत है। फिर इंटेलिजेंस विंग भी उनकी उनको मालूमात वगैरह बर वक्त दे रही है।
So who is supporting them? Where is he sitting? Which country's media is glorifying this terrorist act? Now look at this way of this video that once the Jafar Express happened, this is a video that was shot exactly at the time when the train was blown up by the terrorists. Where was this video given? From where it was aired first time on the electronic media? India.
Attack took place at around 1 p.m. when the train passed through the Bolan Pass.
Big news coming in from Pakistan.
So that video tells you that the Baloch terrorist groups made a video, and who is the one who is airing it? The Indian media. Who is supporting that and celebrating and glorifying that terrorist act? Indian media. This is the evidence that we put in January of 24, the Foreign Office of Pakistan.
We have credible evidence of the links between Indian agents and the assassination of 2 Pakistani nationals on Pakistani soil. These are killings for hire cases. Indian agents use technology and safe havens on foreign soil to commit assassinations in Pakistan. An Indian agent, Yogesh Kumar, orchestrated the assassination. We have documentary, financial and forensic evidence of the involvement of the 2 Indian agents who masterminded these assassinations.
Are they only involved in Pakistan? No, they are involved elsewhere also. They are involved in Canada also. They are involved elsewhere in the other countries also. You must have heard it again and again. But just to understand that why they are doing this, what they are doing right now, is because they don't want the world to ask these questions. You yourself support terrorism. You yourself mastermind terrorism. You yourself execute transnational killings. And at the same time, without any evidence, you concoct stories, and then on the pretext of those false presumptions, you carry out military aggression against innocent citizens. They are also responsible for transnational killings.
Canadian security agencies have been actively pursuing credible allegations of a potential link between agents of the government of India and the killing of a Canadian citizen, Hardeep Singh Nijjar.
The allegations that a representative of a foreign government may have been involved in the killing of a Canadian citizen here in Canada on Canadian soil is not only troubling, but it is completely unacceptable.
This is something we take very seriously. A number of us have raised this directly with the Indian government.
If the BJP administration is actively plotting to kill political opponents in the US and Canada, just imagine what's happening in India itself.
I think very important point that is said by the Australian leadership over there. Just imagine what they are doing inside in India. Once this Pahalgam incident happened, immediately after that the National Security Council of Pakistan sat down and issued a declaration. What did they say in that declaration? One part of it, it says that the Indian attempts to inject volatility in the environment along Pakistan's eastern border is aimed at distracting Pakistan's counter-terrorism efforts. Because one of the objectives of this incident is to provide space to the terrorists sponsored by India who are operating along in the western part of the country, whether it's Fitna al-Khawarij or the terrorist groups operating in Balochistan. Because the government of Pakistan, its armed forces, security agencies are on daily basis tightening the noose against this Indian sponsored terrorism. So one of the objectives is to distract and divert the security agencies, the armed forces from these counter-terrorist operations. We know it because we have credible intelligence that as this incident happened, in the same time frame, instructions were issued, passed to all the terrorist cells, all the terrorist organizations sponsored and abetted by India to amp their activities in Pakistan, to increase the terrorist acts in Pakistan. And only on the night of 25th, 26th April, post Pahalgam, the largest tashkil